Welcome back to everyone's favorite story, The Were-Lion, the Witch, and the Lack of a Wardrobe. This is Love Bites on PC, and as we last left things, a whole lot had happened. We'd seen people struck by lightning, learned that people were hunting monsters and potentially burying bodies, and needless to say, we're beside ourselves. Now then, that's a silly question, but I'll humor you. I'm you. I can't remember what voice I was using for the reflection, if any. No, you're not. No, you're not. Deny it all you want, it is still the truth. But I don't look like that. And thank God for small favors. I forgot how naive I was back then. I'm going crazy. There's no other explanation for this. Oh, there is an explanation, but I don't think you're ready for it. You honestly can't expect me to believe that you're, well, me. Oh, a test? Alright, what is your favorite topping? Topping? Yes, you know what you put on a sandwich or burger. What's the word? Condiment. Yes, that's it. I really love... Don't say it. I have to prove myself to myself. Now listen closely. Ketchup, soy sauce, mustard, salt, or nothing. Well, your choice, kitten. What's your favorite condiment? Mustard. You lean forward and panic as your reflection's arm reaches out from the bounds of the mirror and closes around your wrist like an iron vise. You try to stagger backwards, but your image doesn't budge. Mustard. The spicier, the better. Redheads are fiery, after all. Inch by inch, you are drawn towards your reflection, and that's when you notice just how large its mouth appears, especially as it closes in on your... If it gives us options as what to pick here... Crunch. You sit upright in your bed. The first rays of the sun start to cross the horizon. You look down and see Nick yipping in his sleep, legs chasing as he chases imaginary rabbits. Yip, 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 yip. Friday. You find yourself taking your dog, Nick, for an afternoon walk. However, you can't remember a tougher time than today in putting a leash on him. He would come close to you, then skitter back a foot as you close the distance. Eventually you manage to get the leash on, but even now he tries to maintain his distance from you. At the moment, he is rather preoccupied with a bush. Sniffs away. Sniff that bush. Just what do you find so fascinating? Yeah, what he said. If you say so, please hurry up. At this rate, it'll be winter before you piss. Nick stops, cocking his head to look in the underbrush. Take it easy, boy. Nick strains at the leash, his hackles raise as he continues to snarl at the woods beyond. Just as you about have him settled down, you hear a faint howl. This gives Nick a boost of energy, and he pulls once more, and this time the leash snaps in the middle. Yeah, seriously. Wait, come back here. Nick runs deep into the woods, his tail held high. You quickly follow, swearing at the occasional sticker or branch which slaps against your legs. That wasn't me. That apparently was him. Holy Christ. You almost trip over Nick as he slows down. You come upon a clearing, and what you see causes you to rub your eyes in momentary disbelief. You see a vaguely lupine figure on two legs, and the word werewolf flits across your mind. Its claws are raised high over a figure lying prone on the ground, one you are quite familiar with. Ashley. Help me. The werewolf looks toward you and opens its jaws, revealing a row of sharp teeth, as you can see. You're next. And it talks, great. Ashley tries to crawl on the ground, moving towards you when the werewolf's claws dig into the woman's calf. Ashley lets out a loud scream as she's pinned to the ground. The jock is Tyrone. And he's the were-lion, the exact opposite of this. Stupid beast, are you going to take that from it? Nick suddenly darts forward and his jaws clamp around the creature's ankle. He starts to shake his head back and forth. The werewolf yells in pain and disbelief. Oh, my stripping leg. Try to talk to the werewolf. Try to pull Ashley away. Rescue your dog. Talk to it. Talk to the animals. I don't know what is going on, but you certainly don't want this. We can talk this out. Eyes narrowing. No. No talk, no tricks. Try dating him. See if he offers you a job. The werewolf backs away a half step, keeping the prone Ashley between the both of you. You and the werewolf slowly circle each other. You can almost feel the warmth of its breath on your skin. Haven't you done enough? Confused. Oh, I'm sorry. Confused? What are you talking about? Don't play games. It wasn't enough for you to hurt her. Now you have to take her form. What? Hurt who? You're not making any sense. Kaitlyn, that's who. I'm right. Before you can finish your sentence, the creature is now on top of you, one paw pressed hard against your shoulder. Its jaws are just a few inches away from your face. Bucket off, headbutt, roll over. Yeah, you gotta give me a job first. May work at the kennel club or something. Headbutt. You slam your head forward, missing the snout but hitting the werewolf on the side of its face. It falls back with a loud yelp, clutching near the eye. You cautiously get back to your feet. You feel a slight lick on your leg as Nick makes his presence known. Entirely possible. This is when you see the lupine form become smaller, soon assuming a human shape. Ashley. Wait, what? Ashley, before you over... You turn your head to point, but see nothing on the ground. Kaitlyn, is that really you? You're all right? I think so, but what is the meaning of this? I thought you were dead, and... There you go on about that nonsense again. About that time you hear a laugh echoing through the woods. You can see a male figure in the shadows, but can't make out any features. Let's see. Blue eyes, a goatee, or possibly a beard, and moderately tan skin. There you go. I can make out some features. Also, really fucking tall. Shadow Beast. Slow claps. That was entertaining. Who are you? Why are you doing this? Tut tut. It is bad manners to ask who I am without introducing yourself. Except you already seem to know us. I have to say something at this point, by the way. Given that everybody here is some sort of monster archetype, even technically Sabrina is as a monster hunter, if I had to figure out anything for Ashley, I would have pegged her as a succubus. Yeah, because working at a strip club and, you know, evidently somewhat promiscuous, then, you know, yeah, I would have figured succubus, but apparently she's a werewolf. Alright then. Not quite true. Before this evening we've never met. However, you certainly knew how to make an impression. What is he talking about? Clutching an arm. I was taking a walk when I heard a cry for help. It sounded just like you, but when I came to check it out, I was attacked. You were coming to my rescue? That is kind of sweet, but then why did you attack me? One would think a werewolf would have keener senses. It was an illusion, wasn't it? For both of us, that is. Throw the dog a bone, yes. as much as I would love to stay, I absolutely must get going. Wait. However, the shadow dissolves and all you are left with is the sounds of the forest. Nick trots over to the spot and paws the ground before giving a whine. You glance over at Ashley, and though she is still breathing shallowly, you see the other cuts and scrapes healing up. You're like a weirdness magnet. Ever since I met you, things are going crazy. Me? My life was normal until you walked into my life. Whatever it is your smell, whether it is your smell. If you're a werewolf, can you really say your life was normal? Yeah. Speaking as a sort of a semi-authority on this, given my name. What about my smell? It was just like that shadow thing. Really? Honestly, I don't know what you were talking about. I never saw it before today. She was just working for the senator. Seriously? But if you didn't do it, then who did? So she's become abnormal. Obviously the person messing with us, and before you ask, I don't have a clue who that could be. Ashley looks like she's going to say something else, but a wave of pain courses through her. Arg. Brilliant. Are you going to be alright? Yeah, come morning I'll be as good as new. You hit me damn hard. 10 people in this town. Apologize, make a joke, help her up. Well, more up, I guess. Apologize. I'm sorry, but I didn't have a choice. You were playing for keeps. No, it's my fault. I let my emotions get the best of me, and... What kind of emotions? Blushes. Isn't it obvious? I'm crazy for you. So that's why I was going to kill you. Okay, well, there actually is a part of the werewolf legend that the werewolf will always try to kill the one it loves. But she seemed, I don't know, she seemed more in control than, like, she didn't seem the crazed type. If you don't mind, I'd like to get out of here. At least let me walk you home. Blushes. I'd like that. Let me put the leash on you and walk you home. On Saturday and Sunday, you can either relax at home, improvement in energy with a spa. Let's see, we can date, which will bump up our stress. We can buy a gift. So let's see, currently we have 22% energy left, and we're at 51% stress. Okay, so you want to buy a present? Yeah. Let's get a gift, see what I... Click on a gift below, then confirm choice to buy it. Let's see. Lightning rod. Heart key. Rubber mouse. Kissed boxer shorts. Bone. Tesla coil. Broom. Wine and rose. Big teddy bear. Record. Easel. Poster of the night sky. Autographed basketball. Glitter thong. Venus flytrap. Grimoire. Cookbook. Crossbow. Narwhal. Bullseye. I got interesting choices here, but they all definitely go to one of the 5. And we got plenty of money to work with. So what do you think? We should get something for Ashley. Okay. Well, the obvious one would be the bone. Either the bone or the glitter thong. I'm not sure what else would fit her. The problem is if you buy it for her, you'd have to eventually. Wine and Rose might be for her. Okay, well, let's see. Let's go through these first. Victor. Heart Key. Not sure. The Rubber Mouse. I have a feeling that's for Tyrone. Big cat playing with a mouse. Kissed boxer shorts. That could be Tyrone also. Tesla coil, that's definitely Victor. Broom, that would probably be for Nadja. Big teddy bear. Not sure who that'd be for. Record, that'd be Sabrina. I'd say so would the easel, and so would the poster of the night sky. Autographed basketball is absolutely Tyrone. Venus flytrap would probably be Victor. Grimoire, I would say, would be Nadja. Cookbook, I forgot who was into cooking. Nadja, maybe. Crossbow, that would definitely be Sabrina. Narwhal, I don't know. Bullseye, I'd say, would be Sabrina. So I think there's something for everyone here. It's just a matter of what. So what do you think? What should we buy? We'll go with the bone. Hey, it's only $5. Give the bone gift to Ashley. At least this doesn't have a pretty bow on it. Oh, and the lack of ghoul tooth marks is also a plus. And that actually helped. Odd. Okay, let's see. We haven't gone on a date yet. You want to do that? Then again, our energy is fairly low. Let's go out with Victor. All right. Let's see. Beach, movies, clubbing, amusement park. I'm guessing the higher the amount, maybe the less stress, or the... No, I think the stress was constant. A constant loss, so maybe we have some more chances at getting in with them depending on what we do. So what are you thinking? We got the money for everything. Movie. Yeah, I don't know how anxious I'd be to go clubbing considering that's where all this shit started. Okay, movies? All right, what do you say? Watch sci-fi movie, romance movie, comedy movie, martial arts movie. Movie marathon with Victor. So, okay, what type of movie? And he's going to wear that to the theater. Apparently no shirt, no neck bolts, no problem. Sci-fi, yeah, I'd say that'd be it. Victor made it through about a third of the movie before he stood up and walked out. When you followed, you could see that he was rather perturbed. When you probed him further, he said that it handled teleportation all wrong and he couldn't stand it. But we still went up. Choose a part-time job to cancel. You find yourself pulled into too many directions and think that just focusing on fewer jobs would be better. Choose the part-time job to cancel. Warning, this will also stop the romance route with the character associated with the job. Choose carefully. Ashley gets her own jealousy breakup scene on week 6, so that's why she's not listed. Really? Well, way to... You could have just said Ashley is not listed for reasons. Okay, so, obviously we're not giving up the lab assistant job. What are you thinking? Who do we, this reminds me, actually, I don't know if I mentioned it before, but there was a dating show I saw once. I saw like one episode of it called Chains of Love, and it had a prospective dating woman chained to 4 guys, and they all went out on dates just together. She was trying to learn about 4 different guys at the same time. And every so often, this big dude that he looked kind of like Odd Job, just dressed in black, called the locksmith would show up. And at that point, she had to decide who to release from the chain and eliminate from the game. She also apparently had a group of money that was, or stash of money that was given to her, and at that point, when she let somebody loose, she could give them however much money that she decided. And I remember one where this guy was trying to start his own business, and she really liked him, but she didn't like him enough to date him, but she gave him like $2,000 to get his business started. And then there was another guy she let loose, and she didn't like him at all, so she gave him like $1. But yeah, this is what this kind of reminds me of now. Well, it's TV. They come up with all kinds of crazy crap. All right, so are we figuring Nadia then? There are a couple of other people watching, but you're the only one in the chat. So, yeah, you decide. Are we going with Nadia? Okay. Chains of Love. Nadia, you are the weakest link. Goodbye. Okay, well, we now have the opportunity to relax on Wednesday. Okay, so... Yeah, seriously. Okay, so, do we want to lower the amount of, work anywhere else? Let me just see something real quick. Yeah, as it is, unless we relax on Wednesday, we will have 0 energy by the end of the... Oh, no, wait, no. I think this is 458 money by the end of the week. 0 energy by the end of the week. If I may, I think probably we should keep Lab Assistant where it is if we're interested in Victor, and lower one of the other ones. I'm thinking this would probably be a good one to lower. Okay, so we reduce our time around Big Fuzzy. Okay. And let's see, well, we're not bothering with the Nadia relationship anymore. So, yeah, we are definitely the most in with Vic. Okay, let's do a quick save here. And let's get on our week. You rise from your bed feeling more tired than normal. While you can't say you didn't sleep, it's been a long time since you could say it was truly restful. I know that feeling. With a sigh, you make your way over to your dresser and start pulling out the clothing for the day. Given the dream you had the previous week, you keep expecting your reflection to act of its own accord. However, instead of letting a nightmare dictate your actions, you look straight at your mirror image, and what you see causes some worry, but at least it isn't the wide-eyed monster from before. Whatever is happening to you is taking its toll. For one thing, your skin seems a lot more pale than normal, which is not good since as a redhead you are already more prone to sunburns. Great, I need to put sunscreen on shopping list. I also need to put articles on shopping list. Put on shopping list. Additionally, the symptoms of general fatigue are starting to make their presence known. For one thing, your head hangs a little lower than it did before, though at least not as bad as your nightmare indicated. Oh great, she's becoming a dull hand. For another, dark circles are starting to appear under your eyes. The moment you thought of your eyes, the memory of your nightmarish reflection rises once more, and you find yourself pressing in close to examine the whole of your eyeball. Good, it isn't clouded over. You step back and give your reflection one last glance. For a moment, given all that's happened, part of you feels like indulging in a bit of frivolity. Flex, stick out your tongue, shake your booty, get on with your day. Yes, stare directly into the mirror and shake your booty. That's how anatomy works. Throwing all propriety to the wind, you stick out your tongue and give yourself a playful "nyeh." Rough. Just goofing, boy. No cat girls in here. Oh god, if there was a cat girl. For a moment, when you retracted your tongue and it ran along your mouth, you could swear that your teeth felt a little sharper, for lack of a better term. You shake your head and start to get dressed for the day. Monday. You're taking your ease in the living room, flipping through the numerous channels, but basically finding nothing to watch. Then again, it isn't like you've been in the mood lately. The vivid dreams you've had has done much to keep you awake, as well as the odd urges and cravings you've felt. Thus, it is almost a welcome relief from your own concerns when you hear loud music coming from Sabrina's room. Putting the remote back on the coffee table, you make your way upstairs. Commandant, hello. Yeah, this just speaks for itself. Let's just watch this majesty for a second, shall we? I have a feeling like everything in the game was building up to this moment. You peek in the door and see that Sabrina seems to have lost herself in the music. She moves back and forth and sways rather energetically to the beat. I like the fact that you're peeking into the door, but it shows you like right next to her in the room, so she's completely oblivious. Looks like you're having fun. You're still having fun. Sabrina's eyes open and she blushes as she turns down the music. Sorry if I was making too much noise. Aren't you supposed to have turned down the music? I certainly don't mind since Dad is out. That was my thought. I didn't think you would mind if I went loud. You only live once. Just as soon as you said those words, you felt a chill run down your spine, although you can't really ascertain why. Oh, it's because Sean Connery died. Are you sure it isn't too loud? For a moment there, you didn't look so good. Shrugs. Just tired. I haven't been sleeping well. I've been having some strange dreams lately. Dreams? What kind of dreams? Sammy Hagar yells out something while the blue angels fly overhead. I dreamt that I was fighting someone close to me. I dreamt that my reflection wanted to kill me. It's nothing to worry about. Tell her the reflection wanted to kill her. Ever have a dream which feels like you've already done things before? A bit like deja vu? All the time with glasses. Yes, I understand deja vu. Ace Harding is a friend of mine. Yeah, this was something like that. I was getting ready for the day when my reflection started talking to me. I hope she had nice things to say. Blushes. What she said wasn't really important, not compared with what happened last. Oh? It attacked me, drawing me into the mirror. Okay, that is worrisome. I'll check for doppelgangers later. Check for doppelgangers right freaking now! What? Doppelgangers, duplicates which want to take over your body. Not exactly. Generally speaking, they want to take over your life, so they kill you and copy you. Kind of like the T-1000 in Terminator 2. Given how you're dressed, are you going to a party tonight? No, I'm intending to take over Eastern Europe. Sabrina looks down at her outfit and gives a shy smile. Do you like it? Yes, but as I said earlier, aren't you a little overdressed for your bedroom? Sabrina takes a seat on her nearby bed and looks down at her feet. There's no party, not until the weekend. Not that I've been to that many this year. You take a seat right by her side and stare at her ceiling. I know the feeling. It felt like all I did was study before graduation. Of course, you have a much better excuse. But telling someone you can't make it because you're stalking a vampire, and eventually staking him, will have people thinking you're making a bad joke at best and deliberately avoiding them at worst. Unless, of course, they're actually the vampire, in which case you just tipped them off, dummy. Good job. Huh. Staking a vampire, so the movies were right? See, I made the same mistake! That only immobilizes them. To kill them takes more. Like what? Oh, chopping off their head or burning their whole body. You are entirely too knowledgeable about this. What happens if you are found with a dead vampire? Oh, that's nothing. They turn to dust. Now, something like a werewolf is much worse because you're left with a human body afterward. Sabrina draws her knees up to her chest. I really shouldn't be telling you about this. I did offer to help you, to be with you in this. Sabrina glances at you from the corner of her eye, and she gives you a tender hug. I know, it's just if something happened to you. And I can't feel the same way when I know you're doing dangerous things. I promise I'll be careful. So if you're not going to a party, go ahead and laugh, but I just wanted to dress up. Why would I laugh? Sometimes just changing clothes can put you in a better frame of mind. Exactly, of course, if I found a party, well, I'd be a little afraid to go. Afraid? Why? I'm not proud to say that I've let some of my friendships lapse. People ask me what's going on with me. And you don't want or dare answer? I get that. So if you went, I'd be alone. Welcome to the club. God, I can't tell you the last time when I went out on an honest-to-goodness date. Yes, you can! It was Sunday! It was literally yesterday! It wasn't even last week, it was Sunday. This is Monday. It was yesterday. Oh, man. I realize that they're just covering depending on what you might have or might not have done, but yeah, yesterday. Well, you're free now. If I find something, we could always go together. What about your hunting? I'd love to go with you. Depends on the kind of party. Depends. It would depend. On what? On the kind of party it is. I mean, if there was a mosh pit, well, I don't like to sport bruises the next day. I swear I wouldn't let anyone hurt you. Easier said than done if we're crammed together like sardines. You turn the music back up. You stand up from the bed and move to the middle of the room. You extend one hand to your stepsister, but she looks at it quizzically. Dad is going to be out for a while. It'll be a shame to let the music go to waste, don't you think? Are you sure? I mean, if you're tired. I'll be fine. Maybe some vigorous exercise will let me sleep better. You met a customer that was a rather hard sell until they made you sing along to the album they were interested in. Pleased with your rendition, they purchased the disc, but suggested there was still some room for improvement in your singing. This episode's Dance Fever was made possible by Mike Panza, Rick in Baltimore, Diode, Jumpy Cat, Shin Majin, the post-production contributions of Matthew Carr Anderson, and all my techno-rific lycanthro fans. Thank you very much for your continued support. Until we game again.